Alright, welcome back to Dying Alone in the Woods Simulator 2019. I'm your host, Larry. It's Firewatch by Campo Santo. I'm gonna go into this spooky cave.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks. NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So
I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
Where are we right now? Are we not in Colorado?
It doesn't seem that
I
dangerous.
guess we could be in, like, Montana or something.
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
God damn it.
We're being addicted to Lila.
Hello? It looks like the path leads through the cave.
Back in the cave, huh? Man, I don't need to lose another lookout in there.
Another lookout?
They go in, they never come out.
Oh, this is in Wyoming. Okay, that makes sense.
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
3 years ago, huh?
But maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
Hank, I'll tell you a Henry, I'll tell you a secret. Bash it with a fucking rock. No one will know. Literally, you're in a cave. This is like the shittiest lock imaginable. Pick this rock up. Bash, bash, bash. Instant gratification. That's right, Henry. Attaboy. That's the responsible adult thing to do. Fuck about in the cave and get murdered. Whee! Don't fall. Don't do it. My skull is delicious and tender. Alright, well... Is this even where I'm supposed to go? I don't actually know. It is! Cool. Yeah, I'm sure the ending of this game has something to do with that ominous locked cave. And, whoever Ron is.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
Hey, Ron! If that's you, I'm gonna kick your ass.
There's something something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no one just puts a creepy figure in the middle of nowhere that won't, talk to you. Unless they're up to some shenanigans about why we're here. Well, anyway, first day, sassed some teenagers, destroyed a boombox, they can go fuck themselves, it's great. I can drop down from up here where that guy was standing. And he was pointing a flashlight at us, so methinkus he's up to some shenanigans. But I don't remember. There's actually a few people that come and go in this area through the course of the story, and we're probably gonna figure them all out today, because I'm full of crazy pants McGillicuddy. I pretty much just arbitrarily decided this will be one of the games that I play all the way through, because it's mostly just atmospheric storytelling and harassing teenagers. Both of which I can do fairly well. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. Okay, well... There's that. I could have just gotten right to the climbing and precarious cliffside, as opposed to a couple smaller ones first. Why would you shimmy up a cliff face instead of trying to scrabble up a rocky incline back over there, which, even if you fell, would have been relatively minor injury compared to this. This guy does not climb. Let me just say that right now. Yeah. Well done, Henry. I'm proud of you. Also...
Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, you know, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
LOL. We've got a new lady friend.
Ah.
Well, that's a sign, all right.
So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
Yay, peeing on things. Oh, it's great. Where's my typewriter down here?
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Alright, so that asshole's been inside of here and fucked around with all of my stuff. Which means that if I find him, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him.
Someone broke in.
They what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
Alright, well, whoever that was, it wasn't the teenagers, because they were gonna get the shit kicked out of them, that's for sure. I put it back. You can do it. There we go. Perfect. Let's turn the lights on. Let's close this door.
What can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, that was a maybe less than stellar start, but that happens regardless of what you do with the teenagers. I remember that happening before. Well, you know, day two. Maybe we should cover that window hole.
Hey, wake up.
I'm awake.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Some really stellar communications they got out here.
There's no backup?
The backup is the 2-day hike out of here.
So that's a no?
It's easier for me to send all the lookouts out to check the status of the wire in their areas. Yours is a good hike away. If you find any portion of it down, I can try to get a hold of a ranger and he'll bring someone in to fix it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
Yeah, right.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, alright.
Well, you know. Hey, I got the fireworks. Hell yes, I can use that to shoot at that asshole in the woods. Who needs a gun when I can just light his ass on fire and then not tell anybody where his body is? You know, the funny thing is, like, something I've learned over the years of being in, like, the scouts and things is that people just fuck with things. like, without fail. People don't really need a reason to damage stuff. They just kind of do it. People are assholes, especially people that go into the woods alone to be a dick. The Patriots, Donald Anderson. I'm sure these are real books. I'm not familiar with this. The Singular Mind by Dr. Jonas Allard. See, I prefer the sequel, Mini Minds Duct Taped Together in a Bowl. Michael McAnnis, Glory. These are not exciting books. Where's all the fantasy? Where's all the sci-fi? Yeah, I guess we are in Wyoming. We got the wild and free thing here. There is a whole lot of nothing in Wyoming, so that happens. Aw, it's us and Julia. Aw, happy couple. That's what we look like, mole and all. Although we've seen my wee-wee, because Julia drew my pee-pee when I was posing. Tee-hee. Alright, well, let's go out and do the thing. Do I need this? Yeah, I guess we do. That's in case of shenanigans. I won't die alone in the woods. Perfect. Remember there was kind of a controversy around this game previously when I played it because Campo Santo took down the video that PewDiePie had up of it back when it was still brand spanking new and not as known. Because he said the N-word when he was streaming. And while I don't agree with that part of the whole thing, I think taking the video down with a copyright strike when you could just tell him to take his own video down after he helped you by giving you a bunch of free publicity would not be unreasonable even if he was an asshole. I need to go to the north. So let's north it. I need to go that way? Yeah, this way. Survey communication lines north of the canyon. So yeah, Campo Santo, very nice of them to enjoy the free advertising, but I feel like after all that free advertising, they had more than a reason to not be that kind of a weird dick. So let's see here. It's annoying to me because people don't realize on YouTube how much of a pain in the ass having strikes is, because the system is basically set up as if a bunch of kids are using the system and not a bunch of people trying to make money or to have like a more like a side business or just to enjoy entertaining people. Like I think at some point after you become a more verified presence on the platform, it's not like unreasonable to ask that you get more of a pass than just some strikes. So, anywho, we've got to go and, I guess figure out that power line. The power line, or like the phone line that they set up here, is kind of like how they used to do telegram lines back during the old Pony Express days, where you'd have like telegrams that they'd send, and then people, if they wanted to mess with people or just get rid of it, would break it. A lot of the Native Americans broke those lines because it was just a singular line that was being powered. Is this the right direction? I need to go north. Where is my objective? Survey communication lines north of the canyon. So this is the canyon, and that's north. So I need to go back to the magic murder hole, which is below me. I'm gonna minimize how much I'm doing for climbing down trails. Because I don't want to fall off of stuff. I'm also going to snack on some of these honey mustard pretzels that I have next to me. Got some good ambiance in this game. It doesn't sound nearly as artificial as other ones in their outdoor music, which is nice. Ooh, it's all foggy and foreboding down here.
Oh, it's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
I just spend a lot of time with Julia.
Oh, so you have someone there.
Well,
But you're taking a little break. Or...
we're...
Look, I'm sorry. Can you hold that thought?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good. No, I don't think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure. Would you? Alright, I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard.
So who is she talking to?
Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, Julia, girlfriend? Ex? Sorry, I don't mean to pry.
That would be my wife, Julia.
Oh, like your wife? Or like she's taken half my stuff wife?
My wife.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
Alright, anywho, I had to step outside for a moment. We're back for some more utility pole checking.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Alright, so... Did a mysterious guy fuck with our stuff? If I was an asshole messing with the park ranger service, the next best thing would be to chuck a rock at a wire like this or knock a tree over onto it.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
Well, hopefully it's a pretty minor break. This looks good. That looks good. I'm sure whatever's broken is like something really obviously fucked up. Like someone literally chopped down like the pole in a very obvious way. So what's this? This is Thoroughfare Fire Lookout. Beartooth Point is less than a mile. What is over here? There's a cabin over here.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area?
I do believe. The comms wire runs for quite a ways. Follow it all the way to the top of Beartooth Point, and if it's not damaged, you can loop around back home.
So what is this place? I didn't think I found this before. Alright, what's the supply cache? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can use numbers! I didn't even realize. I thought you had to, like, do the thing. Hey, I got a Ranger Rick hat from Korea. A Korean veteran.
Huh. Found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Well, makes sense.
I imagine if you've been through war, you probably can't get enough silence.
Oh, yeah.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello? Okay, then.
That's not ominous at all. Oh, it's been burned down. There are cigarettes in here, and these have been recently used. Otherwise, these wouldn't be here. Okay, so this is a former Firewatch. There's an old bed, a burned-out guitar. Oh, okay. There's some foodstuffs, the kitchen, old stove. What's in here? Nothing. Why would that be the thing I have the option to rifle through, would be the stove of all things? Well, there's old cigarettes in here. Oh, I broke that. Whoops. I think that dude has been living in here. Otherwise, what would be the point of, like, the cigarettes? Because those don't just hang around. Like, cigarettes that have been here for a while, they degrade and they fall apart and they disappear. I mean, they don't biodegrade properly, but they certainly don't stay that intact. To me, that says recent activity. Well, whatever, we'll get back to our job. If some douchebag does want to mess with us in the woods, I can always just pick up a rock and smash his head in. The good old-fashioned way. Okay, more wire exploration in Wire Exploration Simulator. Only now on the Chupacabra's lair. Okay. Oh, there's the down point. Found it. It's where you'd imagine the least easy to fix spot along the whole route. Also, whoever strung this wire should have just done a straight across. Why did you do a ring around the rosy, pockets full of posy thing here? Seems kind of superfluous, don't you think? Larry, it's a video game. Stop poking holes in it. Alright, side voice, I will. God. See if I care. Meh, 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 meh. So is there anything else supposed to be up here? So we're like way, way up here by Cache 302. And then the Thoroughfare Lookout's like way up north. I think that's where Delilah's at. Yeah, that's about all I got for you, really. Here's the utility pole. Oh, is it gonna make me go around? Alright. I was hoping I could just hop along and directly follow the pole, but not so much. But I know where it's broken, so the rest of it is, whatever. I was strolling through the park one day in the very merry month of... Oh, maybe it was the teenagers getting revenge.
Hey, so there are beer cans all over the ground up here leading up the hill.
That's annoying.
Yeah, thing is, there were a bunch down at that campsite yesterday.
Coincidence, maybe?
I don't think so. Same brand, everything.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
I don't really know a lot of people that randomly wandered off into the deep woods to go on a little outing, but then again, I also didn't grow up in the boonies of Wyoming, I grew up in the boonies of Colorado, so maybe that's just me. As a teenager, you'll do a lot of dumb stuff you wouldn't do as an adult because it's boring or impractical.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Okay, good. Any sign of those girls? Did they mess with anything?
I'll look around.
Oh, I remember this. This happens regardless of what you do. So they just wrote on, some big old... Are these undies? Go to hell. So, yeah, charming folks. Let's go get that, free shit down there. Oh yeah, they mess with a bunch of stuff over here. They probably thought it was like our power system or something. They were gonna get back at me for telling them not to shoot off a bunch of fireworks like assholes. Can I get into that other cache? I feel like I should get into that other cache before I leave. Let's see if I can actually reach that now, or if that's something I get later. Because that's like the only interactable... Okay, I can get that now. Let's do that. It's like the only interactable goodie I have for a good while, so, you know. And it occurred to me a few minutes ago when I went outside to go put the horses in for the afternoon, when I had to do a little break in my recording, that, well, most of my recording is just, like, editing out sudden conversations I have to have, or editing out, like, breaks and stuff like that, but for the most part, I've never had to, like, edit out me saying something particularly nasty. So it makes me wonder about some of the people that get caught, like, after they start streaming, saying some nasty shit on stream that otherwise didn't say anything in their videos. But I guess it takes different strokes for different folks. I mean, it's not like everybody who's ever streamed has been a trained professional whose entire job it is to entertain people and to be, you know, squeaky clean and not an asshole on live TV. Because live TV is its own hassle. I mean, you've had fancy personalities and stuff all throughout history who have gotten in trouble for the things that they have said on broadcast television, or in outtakes that they thought nobody could see, like cussing at people or doing this or doing that, you know.
I think I just saw you at the top of Beartooth Point. Was everything okay up there?
Nope, those drunk dumbasses cut the comms wire and left a pair of their whites as a calling card.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna go find them.
Well, good. And also, why don't you call me the next time you find something like that?
Okay,
Jeez.
jeez.
Self-starter.
Why don't you call me with the only interesting thing that's happened out here for the last decade? Alright, woman, settle yourself down. I'm wandering around the woods trying to get myself murdered by time and space. So if I was a couple of douchebag teenagers, where would I be hiding? Where am I right now? I am by the supply drop, which I don't need yet. But if I am checking to see if they fucked with anything, I better check to see if they stole our supplies. So this thing hasn't been broken into. I would steal food before I stole anything else. I'd make a ranger go hungry if I was being a douche. There is nothing in here. Okay, well, we know that now. Hopefully there wasn't supposed to be anything in there either, or else we're screwed. We're gonna be hungry. We're gonna have to go hunt a bear and eat it. Okie dokie, artichoke. What do we got here? We got a pulley system across the gap here.
Hey, I'm out at a ravine. What's this thing that spans across it?
That is how you get to my sector.
No kidding. Well, let me hike over.
Well, it's locked up and mainly for emergencies. I've never actually used it. Rangers use it from time to time, but that's it.
Help! Oh, God, it's an emergency!
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got eyes on a tornado. I gotta get out of here.
A tornado in the heart of the Rockies?
Yes!
Holy moly, I need to call this in. Tom, Two Forks sees a tornado. He says he needs an evac into my sector. It's a meteorological impossibility. There haven't been tornadoes in the greater Yellowstone region in 100 million years. You're gonna need him to stay and take a detailed personal account, even if it means giving his life. Okay, I'll tell him. Sorry, Hank. No dice.
Man.
Well, I found a dial I didn't find before, so I'm definitely down to clown with that. Alright, well, the teenagers didn't douche with that thing, which, let's be honest, if the teenagers were out here being destructive, they'd probably go on a drunken bender and break everything in the vicinity that wasn't already nailed down. A mystery backpack.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Brian Goodwin. I wonder if that's a name that's gonna come up later. What's in it? Ooh.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition, too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this.
Who am I talking
pack came
to?
with one
How
of
am
those
I talking
cardboard
to her?
single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
What do you mean you haven't? Who is that?
Lookout?
Yeah, kinda, I guess. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. You know, I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
What, they couldn't handle your unique brand of charm?
Not many can.
Unsurprising.
Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Alright, let's look at this disposable camera and take some cool pictures. Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna find when we finally do, like, get those developed. Like, the first 3 pictures, just like him falling off that cliff over there, as he was trying to rappel down with these ropes. Because he 100% fell to it, like, maybe the kid didn't fall to his death there, but, like, something happened up there. And I'm curious. Now, let's use these badly weather-damaged ropes that have been out here for a few years, something like 3 years, and see if it'll get us murdered, because that's about the time that they said the last guy was out here. Alright. Yes, let's rappel down something that you could probably just slide down relatively unscathed. Or hop down. You could hop down that, too. Alright, free shit, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Next time, because that's the end of the episode. Bye, everybody, I'll catch you next time.